Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 100 Yards Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host and producer this afternoon, Logan Landers. Join me to give the Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs, a draft grade, how we feel they did in the 2024 NFL Draft. The guy who was along with us for the entirety of the first round here on 100 Football, a live show, as we know, we did last week. And a guy who also on the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network did an entire team breakdown for every team in the NFL. We gave them draft grades over there in one single video. Go over there and check that out. My guy, Jay McLove. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, I am doing well, Logan, man. And yeah, man, we have really been kicking this draft's butt, man.
You're not kidding.
We've been putting a lot of work into this. Before the draft, and then after the draft. So I hope everybody's enjoying the content that me and Logan and 100 Yards of Football and ESPN and all of us are putting out, man, because it really is a collective effort.
Yeah, I think, and I looked at it here on the channel as a collective unit. I'm sure I missed a couple along the way because there are so many. But as a unit with myself, Jay, Vincent, Daniel Kelly, William Yanish, and a bunch of other guys along the way, here at 100 Yards Football, we did, I think it was 186 total NFL Draft 2024 prospect videos. Some of them repeated, but we did a lot of them just kind of one and done, one shots. And man, we covered a lot of guys in this draft, and it was fun along the way, is getting to learn these guys, learn their stories, their backgrounds, and now we can finally reflect on this 2024 draft. Kind of take a little bit of a sabbatical on draft stuff. We're going to go more into history videos now. We're going to be talking about teams, their draft grades. Also, of course, we know football history is big here on the channel. So that's going to be something now, the pipeline now, since the season is currently off season, as we're waiting for college football and the NFL to start back up here in just a couple of short months. But let's get into these Chiefs, Jay. Let's talk about this. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. But before we do, I just want to give a shout out as well. Guy who did not get drafted by a team, but was signed, Mr. Fabian Lovett out of Florida State. Tremendous player out of the ACC. Best wishes to him on cracking that roster and getting it done on Sundays. Let's talk about the guys, Jay, and the Chiefs in their 2024 draft picks. I'll give you a brief rundown, then we'll discuss it and ultimately give them a grade. Round 1, pick 28, Xavier Worthy, a guy you like out of Texas. Round 2, number 63, we got Kingsley Sumatia, offensive tackle, BYU. Then followed by Jared Wiley, round 4, tight end out of TCU. Then also in round 4, they got Jaden Hicks, safety from Washington. Hunter Norzad, center out of Penn State in round 5. Then they got round 6, Kamal Hayden, cornerback out of Tennessee. And rounding things out in round 7, CJ Hansen, guard from Holy Cross. So, Jay, obviously they're the champs. How would you grade them?
Yeah, I gave them an A. I think this draft for them was really about adding depth to that team. As you know, Travis Kelce may or may not be retiring in the next couple of years after this contract that he just signed. I know there's speculation even before this contract that he signed that he might not come back. So, yeah, they need to add that depth just in case. And I like what they did. They drafted tight end Jared Wiley, and they drafted safety Jaden Hicks in the 4th.
Yeah. Those are good. I like
it. And they brought in Xavier Worthy, who I think is going to be a game changer and give that wide receiver 1 back to Patrick Mahomes. I just love this draft.
I think as a collective, I thought the Worthy pick, because let's not forget they also, I believe, moved up to get him. I thought that was great. I thought that they needed just another good receiver for Patrick Mahomes, and why not get? I think Worthy ran the fastest time in the 40 this combine, so. Why not get another Tyreek Hill-esque with speed for another weapon? You mentioned Jared Wiley, the 4th-round pick. Obviously, he's not going to see the bulk of action, but another guy who, if Kelce either gets hurt, because we saw a little bit of that last year, right? We saw him get hurt a little bit. Or if he just needs a break, throw Wiley in there. He's a good option. I also liked the Kingsley Sumatia pick out of BYU in round 2. Help out that O-line. And I think the Hunter Norzad pick, center out of Penn State, Kamal Hayden, CJ Hansen, just kind of shoring up your team, right? We know that a lot of these guys, especially later in the round, might not see a whole lot of playing time, but it's good to have depth on your team. We know Kansas City, they've got depth already in a lot of places. That's why they've been one of the more dominant teams in football over the last decade, last 5 years particularly. But yeah, I'm with you, brother. I got to go with an A. I think that they did a good job. Obviously, you don't need a whole lot if you're the champs. You just got to shore up your team, make sure you're locked and loaded. And I think they did that with their draft picks this year. So, Kansas City Chiefs, once again, they've done just a premier job, Jay, of building their team and showing why they are, the best in the NFL, and like they have been for many, many years now. But I want to get your final thoughts, though, before we head on out of here about these Chiefs. Any other final words you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs just continually, continue to impress. It just seems like in every way, year after year after year. And, what Andy Reid is doing with the Chiefs is just amazing. Ever since he came to the Chiefs organization, he has just turned this franchise around. And it started when he brought in Patrick Mahomes. But he has just done a really, really good job of navigating this team through the draft, through the season, the postseason. You can't say enough about the guy and this team.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And we will see how all these draft picks do every single Sunday here in just a short amount of time. Guys, if you enjoyed the episode, give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, also on all podcast platforms. For Jay McLovin, I've been your host and producer, Logan Landers. See you guys on another